bracelet, you will need to have at least 5 bar pins. I'm going to be using 10 bar pins so that I can have it fit around my wrist without any extension. But make sure that you have the beginning set up in a V, and they should be in a staggered position. You'll need 1 C-clip and your hook. And the first bands that we're going to lay are going to be what is like the border band, which is white on this one in here. So I'm going to use limited edition bands, the brown. I'm not sure what color this is actually called officially, but I got them all from rainbowloom.com. So we're going to start by placing 1 single band here at the beginning, and we're just going to lay it on the first pin for when we close it up. And then we're just going to lay that perimeter. So we're going to go out to the left 2 times, and then out to the right 2 times. And now we're just going to follow that up on the sides, creating our border. Just one in front of the other. So I'm just going to do my right side, and then I'll come back and do my left. That band was a little stretchy. Didn't like the feel of it. The last bracelet I made came out a little bit big, so I am going to take this down to the 20th pin and then I'll bring it in. So I'm hoping that fits a little better. So once you have gone down as far as you're going to go, we're going to bring it into the center. Like so. And then I'll come back up and do the same thing on the left side. So I'm going to go ahead and just get the left side laid really quickly, and then I'll meet you back here in a moment. So when you've reached the top, you should have just brought it in just like we did on the right side. And now we'll come back down to the beginning and start laying our next layer. So now we're going to start laying like the pattern. Now the very first row is a little different than the rest is going to be, but not very much different. So we are going to start by laying 1 band forward. Then we're going to lay one out to the left and the right, so it should make a little arrow. Like so. Still using that same color. We're going to go forward, both on the right pin and on the left. We're going to bring it back down on each side, like so. And now we are going to lay like a V pretty much, but we want to start on the outside pins, and we're still going to be using the same color. So on this pin here, I'm going to bring one out, and the same on this side, like so. And then the last band that we're going to lay, or excuse me, no, that's not true. Now we're going to lay 2 going in, like so. So it should be making a V. And the last 2 bands we're going to use, still using that same color. From this pin, we're going to go forward. Like so. So it should look like that. So the way that I lay this next row is going to be the way that we lay it for the rest of the bracelet. So we're going to start by making the arrow. So we're going to make or lay 1 band going forward on the center. Then we're going to bring it in from the left and the right going to the center. Like so. Now I need to do that V thing again. So I'm going to start on my left, and you want to start on this pin here going out, like so. And then you want to do that one more time from the center connecting to that one. And now we'll come over to the right side and do the same thing. Make sure you start on the outer pin, and then connect it to the middle, like so. And then the last 2 for this color will go forward. So from this pin here and here. like so. So there's 9 bands that are laid for each little section, so that's a way you can make sure that you didn't miss anything. So I'll go back to my pink, laying 1 forward, from the left in, whoops, and then the right into the center. We have to do our long V. So another way you can do it too, if you want to do both at the same time, is you can lay both outer ones at the same time like so, and then do your inner middle ones. Just make sure you're doing the left side first, like so. And then you end the section off with 2 bands going forward on these 2 pins. So we'll do that again. I'm going to keep alternating my colors, obviously. Make your arrow. Now we have to do our V. So I'm going to do it like this, laying them first, and then like so. And then we'll lay a forward one. Made my arrow, now I'm going to make my V. I've been trying to learn how to, I never use my left hand when I loom, as far as laying the bands, and I'm trying to start doing it a little more to maybe get used to it. It's definitely helpful if you can use both hands, but it's very awkward for me. Come on. There we go. Not quite sure how this is going to come out using limited edition bands, but I'm hoping it comes out nice. Sure it will. Oh. So I am going to go ahead and get that laid, and then I'll meet you back here at the top. If you have any problems or forget the pattern, you can certainly watch the previous instructions, and I will be right back. Okay, so when you reach the top, you're going to have pretty much like the shape of a starburst empty, and that's what we're going to lay, the shape of a starburst. So we're going to go forward, make your arrow just like we were starting each section. And then we're going to lay one out to the left and right, laying a V, and then your last one goes forward, like so. So, a little starburst there. And then for the cap band, we're actually going to put it in the center of that starburst. We're not going to put it at the end like we normally would. And this is actually going to be a triple cap band. So make sure you triple loop that. You can do this when your loom is turned around, or you can do it now. I'm just going to do it now. And sorry about the blurriness. So now I'm going to turn my loom around. And I do highly recommend going through and pushing all of your bands down so that you can start the looping. So the first thing we're going to do to start the looping process is we're going to loom that starburst out that we just laid. So we're going to bring them all back to themselves. So go in that center cap band here, grab the top band, bring it back to itself, which should be down. Go back in, grab whatever's on top next, bring that back to itself, and keep doing that all the way around. Like so. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here to the beginning, and we're going to loop only the very first two bands, which will be your like border bands. So grab the top band, bring it back to itself, and same on this one, bring it out to the left. That's all we're going to do for the border bands right now. So now we're going to loop the bands that are laying vertical on pins 2 and 4. So we're just going to loop it all the way up like we would do a single chain. So I'm going to do the right one first. Got to push back the top bands, and then grab the band that's going forward and go forward. Come up to the next pin, push back all of your top bands, and grab the very bottom band and bring it forward. You will continue grabbing the bottom band and looping it forward all the way up until you reach the top, and then do the same thing on the left side on row 2. I'm so sorry I accidentally deleted this clip. So we're going to start by looping up in the centers here. So we'll start on row 2. We're going to push back whatever bands are in the way here, and we're going to bring them in. So starting on the second pin, grab the top band, bring it into the center, repeat on the right side. Now we'll go into that center one and we'll loop them both out, back to themselves. Top band goes out to the left, second one goes out to the right, like so. And then the last one will go forward. So go back in, grab the bottom, and bring that forward. You can actually do the whole row along with the border at the same time, but I found it easier and quicker to do the middle and then do the sides later. So now we'll come up to this row here, and we'll do the same thing. So we'll bring our bands going in first. So move these bands, grab the top band and bring it in. Like so, and then you'll go out, back to themselves, out to the left, out to the right, then you'll go in the center and bring it forward. So it'll be in, out, forward. So go into the next color, bring it in, bring this in, go back in, bring it out, Bring it out and then forward. And we'll just keep repeating that. So we're going to just keep doing that, and then when you reach the top, I will come back and show you what to do. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I reached the top. Nothing is done differently. You would do the top, middle, like we've done the rest. So it should look like this. Now we're going to come to the beginning, and we're going to loop our side bands and our border band at the same time. So come to the center, or not the center, the side two bands, and we're going to loop the border on both sides out to the left and right, like so. And I'm just going to do one row at a time. I mean, you can go back and forth if you'd like, but I'm just going to do the right side. So coming to this pin here, all we're going to do is go inside. You're going to grab that band that's going diagonally down, and you're going to pull that band down like so. Now we'll go inside this pin, grab the bottom band and bring it forward, which is your border band. We'll do the same thing coming up to the next pin. Go inside, grab that bottom band, and you're going to pull it down, and there is going to be some tension because it's caught in those bands. Then come to the side and grab the bottom border band and bring it forward. Come up to the next one, do the same thing. So all your side bands should be coming down, back to itself, and then the very bottom forward. So I just found that it was much easier to do it this way opposed to at the same time. Just a little less confusing. Almost lost my bar pin. My sister just coughed in the background and it startled me. I don't know if you've seen me jump or not. When you reach the top here, do the same thing to the top band. Bring it down. Bring your border band forward. And then we have this extra band here going out to the right, diagonal up though. You're just going to go in and grab it, and you're going to bring that one up. Like so. And then you'll bring the border band in 2 times to the center. Like so. So come back to the beginning once you've completed the right side and do the same thing to the left. So I'm going to go off camera for my left side, and then I'll meet you back here at the top. Alrighty, so when you reach the top of the loom, make sure that you brought everything in, and then we can locate that band that's up here that we laid to close it. There's a bunch of bands on that top center pin. Just grab the bottom band. Bring the 2 together. And dun, 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 that's where we will attach our C-clip. Voila. So of course you're going to want to remove everything with your hook on the sides. Alrighty, so when you first pull it off of the loom, this is what it's going to look like. The part that is facing you is actually the back side. And by the way, I love how this looks with limited edition. Super cool. But yes, so this is the back side of it. The front side, which is on this side, what you're going to want to do is go like this, because it's going to be favoring the back side more by the way that we took it off of the loom. So you just kind of want to bend it so that it's facing or popping out more. Now, when I did it with opaque bands, I did have to go through and kind of like pop these little side bands out a little bit more because they were really tucked in, like some of these actually are. So you might want to take your time and go ahead and do that so you can get that nice, clean, finished look. Alright, so to close it, obviously, we're going to locate our C-clip and attach. Like so. So I went off camera really quick and just got it nice and cleaned up and all my bands in order, and I love how this came out with the limited edition band. Super cute. So this is the Summer Crown bracelet. This was created by Steerrealit_looms on Instagram. If you make a rendition, please tag her and myself, Loves to Loom. We would definitely love to see your rendition of it. Also, if you like this bracelet, please hit that like button below. We would greatly appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel yet, you can do that as well. And you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos. So I do appreciate you watching another video, guys. And I'll see you all at my next tutorial. Bye!